Hey guys, it's James with the Rambling Dasher, and heading out on a scheduled run. So I got scheduled from 6:30 to 8 is the only time slot I could get tonight. So we're gonna just do our best to take advantage of it. They gave us a little bit early, but we were not prepared to get out the door. So about 10, maybe 15 after 6 or so, they threw out the Dash Now button. So I jumped on it and got one order for like $6 and something to a pizza place here in town. So we're gonna get that over that way. I did get the obligatory text message from DoorDash that says, you don't appear to be moving yet. So yeah, we're working on that. So I'm trying out a new, not a new, because I've had it for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. This little speaker, microphone, not speaker, but a microphone that's Bluetooth that connects to the phone. And we've got a little thing up here that you could possibly see if it wasn't so dark. But I don't know if it's gonna work out where it's at, just because it's kind of dangling there. And I know I'm gonna have to move the the blind, or whatever that thing's called, because that sun is going to be bright. But anyway, so we're testing it out. I got the kid with me tonight, so that's the first time he's come with me in a long time. So, but he's out of school and he's evidently bored. So we'll see if he brings any good luck in the 2-hour window or hour-and-a-half window that we have to dash. What I don't know is if we will have the opportunity to extend the dash at all. Maybe not. Last night I got a little bit lucky, got about 4 hours in. I was hoping to get about 8 hours in, but yeah, when I got ready to hit Dash Now, the Dash Now button wasn't there, so I squeezed in 4 hours. So so I will tell you that last night, what did we get? $59.25 with about a $6 cash tip. So about 65 bucks, and it was 3 hours and maybe 59 minutes of is that? No, that's 3 hours and 59 minutes of active time. So I actually dashed for 5 hours and 6 minutes last night. So it kind of didn't come across as very good hourly rate, about 10 bucks an hour. And that kind of coincides with my thoughts about not having platinum in my area. That not having platinum here just overall for me stinks. So it's kind of tough in that regard. So I'm interested to see if this speaker is working. It took me forever to figure out. The camera I'm using has a 3.5 jack, and because I have a I don't know what it's called, a connector to go from the 3.5 into a USB-C, but that phone would not play that, would not record at all. So I got my new phone to record, but I need my new phone to run the DoorDash off of. I can't do DoorDash and record at the same time. So yeah, we'll get it figured out. But anyway, All right, well, I am at the first pickup, and we will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. This one had a little bit of distance to it, 5 miles. It's going to take me 12 minutes to get there, so, but another day in the life. I haven't mentioned it, but coming back from a trip, was sitting at 0 on my AR, and not on my AR, but on my completions in the last 30 days. I was flat out 0, so it's going to take me 100 orders to get back up there, and so I made a commitment last night to accept every order until I hit that 100. But then last night I got some like a $5.50 deal for 12.5 miles, and I'm just like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, DoorDash. And then so I just let it expire, knowing that that's going to go against my AR and my 100 in a row. But you know, so I just let it expire, and then not like 30 seconds later, they added 25 cents to it as an enticement for me to go after it again. And I'm just like, $5.75 for 12.5 miles. No, that's not even 50 cents a mile. Maybe if you would have doubled it, you know, I might have taken 12.5 miles for $11. But it took me way away from where I wanted to dash, and so I would have taken about 30-minute drive there and 30-minute drive back, and it was getting late, so I didn't want to stay out that late either. So but anyway, so I'm gonna do my best to not decline any orders tonight and just see what happens. But we'll see. If we get ridiculous orders, then maybe, but I'm gonna do my best to get my AR, or not my AR, I'm gonna get my orders back in there, because I don't like this averaging $10 an hour for 5 hours. It seems like not enough, but I also know that over time it balances out. So anyway, so I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'll make a YouTube video about this 100 orders to see how that goes, but we might. It's probably going to take me, well, if I can only get a couple hours in tonight, it could take me a good long while, because in an hour and a half is what I'm scheduled for. I would be lucky to get 5 orders, especially with this one taking me 12 minutes away, and then it's going to be 12 minutes coming back. So yeah, I'll be lucky to get 4 orders tonight if they don't extend my time. So yeah, we'll see. I'm somewhat anxious, and I want to stop the video and then go play it back so I can tell if it's getting good sound or not. It's got a little I hit the mute button, sorry about that, but it's got this little thing on it that hopefully will keep the wind out. So maybe it'll be good. But yeah, I stayed up really late messing with that thing. I stayed up trying to get a video uploaded to YouTube from one of my videos that I did before I went on the trip. Get this thing back up there now. So here we go. I'm gonna try it again. It's got a little clip on it, so there we go. So I had, I can't remember. I had about, I don't remember which video I uploaded to play. Let me see, it just premiered a little while ago. I could go check it out. It was, I think, episode 28. So I had maybe 28, 29, and 30 that I could have done while I was on my trip, but they were kind of stuck in La La Land, and I couldn't access them from where I was, so they just sat there. So 28, 29, and 30, and then last night I got 2 more videos with one dashing in the dark. And then tonight we'll make this one video, and it might be one of the shorter ones ever, but that's okay. I have I've been encouraged to add a little splash to the end of my shorts to try to just encourage people to hit that subscribe button, because right now I'm sitting at 22 subscribers on YouTube, and really like to be able to get a little bit more than that. I think the hard part about getting a monetized channel on YouTube is they went and raised the metrics. They lowered the number of subscribers it takes to get, but they raised considerably the number of hours it takes to get it in a year. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do my kid's account over COVID when I was doing nothing but watching videos to get his channel monetized. And we did it in about maybe 6 or 7 months of some heavy duty exchange play. So, but he's been monetized ever since I don't know, 2020 or so, and in that 3+ maybe 4 years, I think he's up to $60. So I've challenged him to try to break the $100 barrier, where they will send him a check or something, deposit his money once he hits $100. So I'm trying to do that, and then also just figure out how to, see if I can get more subscribers and more watch time over this same summertime period. And he and I are still chatting. We haven't come up with an official plan or anything about doing like a syndicated talk show. That's just joking about the syndication part, but a talk show format on YouTube, to where it's kind of like I don't know, probably more like what's those guys called? Great Mythical Morning?
Yeah, GMM. Rhett Link.
Rhett and Link, that's right. I can't ever remember their names. So I think, I mean, I like their show even as a grown-up. And I think doing something similar to that, obviously they started out a long time ago, but it just seems like it'd be fun even if we could do something like once a week in the evening time. But to be able to put together a show that's ultimately, for me, I would want to do a live show just so we can, well, ultimately for me, I don't have the time to do all the editing. So that's the hard part about any kind of YouTube channel, and that's what I struggle with now. Is just, even though I've got it down to making these videos pretty quick with CapCut. Oh shoot, I missed my turn already. I hope these people aren't following me into this driveway I'm using to turn around. And then I hope nobody's coming behind the hill. This is what I don't like, is this GPS is jacked up. Okay, maybe I'm going in the right direction. I don't like this stupid thing. It will not tell you the street because it's taking driveways and saying, hey, this is a driveway. Okay, I thought it was going to be that one way up that hill. I've had to go up there before. That's for sale. 5 bedrooms, humongous house. Okay, alright, I'm gonna go deliver this pizza. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's some new features with DoorDash that when you complete the order, it shows how much you've made so far on this dash, the total online time, so a whole 30 minutes, and it's accepted 1 out of 1. And it was $5.75 with a $1 tip. So this is the kind of stuff you get when you don't have any status, even though I'm still gold. But I don't know, I just like having platinum. I feel better about the quality when I have platinum. So we're gonna keep working on it. Continue dashing. So we're a good 12 minutes away from anywhere, so it'll be a little bit. So anyway, that's I don't know what I was talking about before I left, but I was gonna look up what my rating was right now. So my ratings right now, gold status, I have an 83 acceptance rate, a 100% completion rate, 90. Oh, my on time or early has dropped to 92. I don't know how that even happened, but it could be that, who knows. Still have a 5-star rating. I'm up to 11 deliveries in the last 30 days. So, I remember back in the day, I could easily get over 200 in a month. And I'm like, what the heck was I doing? but the last few months, it doesn't seem like I've gotten near, you know, having more than 200 in a month. But, you know, maybe fairly close, but it's still kind of tough. But yeah, so we were wanting to kind of see what it's going to take to get a excuse me, a live variety show of some sort. It's basically going to be just me and him talking about whatever we want to talk about. It may be that we have some topics, predetermined topics, instead of trying to wing it, because I know what it's like to have to wing it all the time. So yeah, just trying to think about that and how we can get something like that going. What would it would take to, you know, from us to be able to say, okay, we're gonna sit down every like Thursday night at 8 o'clock and have a 1 hour show or whatever, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour show where we just kind of belt out some comedy gold, you know. So who's to say? I'm sure that thing will take off and just leave Rhett Link in the dust, you know. What I'm looking forward to though is being able to hire an editor. That's all I want. Hire an editor, hire somebody that can upload all this crap on YouTube. Someday, right? Someday we'll be there. Uh-oh, DoorDash is after me again. Opt in for shop and deliver. This zone is busy with shop and deliver offers. Opt in to get an offer faster. No thanks. They tried to do that stuff last night to me too, and I'm like, nope, not gonna fall for that. Not gonna fall for that. Oh, all right. Well, it's a little quiet. $30 in, we're sitting at $6.75. The kid wants to know if he should talk.
Do you want me to? You said it's quiet.
So I think this is the first time in over a month that anybody's rode with me. Well, obviously over 2 months, because no one rode with me for the first month I was making all those videos, and it takes, because I don't normally work on the weekends. I think I only worked one weekend. Now granted, some nights I did 2 videos, so maybe it didn't take me a whole month to make 30 episodes or so, but pretty close. And then obviously was gone for a month as well, so, but I don't know, I'm trying to think about what little things I can do as far as the channel goes, this channel, any other channels that we might want to make. I don't know if we do this online streaming show, I just wonder if we should make our own channel, a separate channel, meaning we would have another channel to maintain, and then on top of that, if we did, we couldn't live stream it because they won't let you live stream with no followers. I think you have to have 50, and I don't know if that's just you have to have 50 to live stream on your cell phone, or you have to have 50 to live stream anywhere. I just don't know. I did have a new video just drop, so that's interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen with that one. It's kind of a little bit of a cheesy one that I just thought, well, I'm gonna create that one. It's basically it's kind of going down this long seemingly a one-way dead-end street. So I used to joke about living on a one-way dead-end street. My uncle lived in Houston, and he actually did live on a one-way dead-end street, and the only way to get out was you had to cut through this bank parking lot and come out on the next street over to get out to the other side. And I just thought that was the craziest thing. So alright, DoorDash, you're gonna have to make it worth their while here. We only have a limited time, and you sent us out for 30 minutes plus on a $1 tip order. So come on, you can do this. I'd like to at least get, because today I don't have the time, right? They're not gonna give me any more dashes, I don't think. Let me look over here to the schedule. A 7:30 to 8. Ooh, there's a 9:30 to 10:30. I might just take that one. Create 9:30 to 10:30. So I got a 6:30 to 8 and a 9:30 to 10:30. So I may have to go get some dinner at 8 o'clock and then go back out at 9:30 for another hour. So, yeah. And then on top of that, not getting any orders. To me, that is part of the stressful part that I can't imagine, where some of these people that are like, no, I'll just take a 0 AR and be happy with it. And this is one of my bigger rants that I can go on about those people that say, you need to decline all those orders if they're crap. I just remember this one person on Facebook saying their AR was 4. To get 4, you have had to decline 96 out of 100 orders to get a 4 AR. And for me, I don't get that many orders every night. If I got 10 orders a night, even if I got 15 orders a night, it's going to take me 7 nights to hit 100. That means I got 7 nights where I'm, even if they gave me $10 orders, even if it was $20 orders, 7 nights you only made 4 orders at 20 bucks an order. Yeah, I don't know that you did, but you could say that you did. But even if you did, that's $80 in 7 days. But look at all the money they saved on gasoline. But the way I look at it, they still got a car payment. They still got an insurance payment. So if you're not making $80 in 7 days, you're not. I think that's just some mentality of some kids nowadays that they're like, yeah, I joke about this, but it's a very frustrating situation with my own kid, where she was like, I really want to work at Starbucks. You know, I really want to work at Starbucks. And I was like, all right, go get you a job at Starbucks. I was like, why do you want to work at Starbucks? Well, because they pay $15 an hour. And I was like, all right. What's this other, like, mom and pop, or this other smaller place? Oh, this is crap. I'm gonna take it. It's $3.75 for 4.9 miles. Ay, ay, ay. So I was like, what's wrong with this little mom and pop over here? Have you put your application in over at this one? And he's like, no, they only pay $12 an hour. I was like, oh really? So $12 an hour, and if they're hiring and Starbucks is not hiring, but they pay $15 an hour. So it's just, for me, it's like, would you rather make $12 an hour or $0 an hour pining away for a company that pays $15 an hour? Right? And in my mind, I can't get past it. It's like, no, I'm not going to apply for that because they only pay 12 bucks an hour. I'm like, yeah, they pay $12 an hour, which is better than Starbucks, because Starbucks pays you $0. Nope, not going to do it. And I'm just like infuriated over the concept even. So I'm just like, I don't know what to think about that. And I feel like this is the same kind of concept that someone says, yeah, I'm going to decline 96 out of 100 orders just so I won't make any money. Because $12 isn't good enough when I make $0 working for a company that won't hire me at $15 an hour. Something's broken. Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back, and we got 4 miles, and I don't know where we're going. Okay. 4 miles and 9 minutes. Alright. I think I can maybe do away with the glasses. It looks like it's mainly freeway. All right.
Thoughts on the new Hardee's bacon, egg, and cheese burrito?
So the kid wants to know what my thoughts are on the new Hardee's chicken, what is it?
Bacon, egg, and cheese
Bacon,
burrito.
egg, and cheese burrito. It sounds like a breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
Well, my thoughts are, it sounds good, and we might have to go get one this weekend.
I'm fine with that.
But, I could eat something like that. I'm sure, you know, it put me one step closer to being over the edge. Yeah. I'm very tired today. So last night I ended up staying awake, I think, all night long. I don't think I got any sleep. I got home and had a few minutes left to go finish my 10,000 steps, so I went and knocked those out before midnight. Got home and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna get this one video built, and then I started going down these rabbit holes. So I started messing around with my buy me a cup of coffee thing. So if you guys didn't know, you can you know, sponsor my channel with a cup of coffee or a tank of gas, or you could even go the next level is to make it recurring. So buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link down in the description down below. So it's nice if you had an opportunity or felt so inclined to help a guy out with making more content, making better content, maybe even hiring that editor. I think I can get an editor for $10 a month. But I think that but yeah, I was monkeying around with that and trying to just come up with a good script to put on there, and playing around with ChatGPT. So I did that, plugged that in, got it all fixed up, came up with some ideas on what we can offer subscribers to that, early content, shout out on YouTube or Facebook, whichever one, or both, you know. And there's something else that I can't remember. Early access to videos. Oh, and the fact that you just get to I don't know. I can't remember how they worded it, but just the fact that you get to sponsor a great channel, right? I guess that's one way to look at it, right? So I do like this Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. From everything I can read anyway, they only keep like 5% of the money so that they can run their business, which is this platform, right? Whereas I know like my daughter has Patreon, I think that's how you say it, and they keep like 30% of people's money. And I know like doing stuff on YouTube, I know my son has got someone to give him money on YouTube. One of his friends did one time. But it just went into the bucket where it's sitting there, and it wasn't very much money, but they didn't pay the payout.
It was like
for
$1.
For the payout seemed to be not very good. So YouTube keeps way too much money of that money. So I just think that 95% is much better, and having a platform like that to where people can go out there and share posts and people can get emails or links to those things is kind of a nice deal. I don't know. Do I have to turn down the street? Oh yeah, I do. But I also have, you know, a little tip jar that just goes straight to PayPal, and PayPal doesn't keep any of the money. I don't think, anyway. So, yeah, it's interesting. Did that. Played around with these things for way too long to try to figure out how they work. Because I got it to work like 2 or 3 years ago, but ever since then it has not. I haven't tried it and haven't thought about it. And then I just thought about it the other day, and I was like, oh yeah. It took me a good while to find them because it's like every box I drug out, it was not there. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver this food. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so that was a $2.75 order with a $1 tip, but as I was walking back to the car, they gave me an extra couple dollars, so that was nice of them to be able to do that. So it still says I'm looking for offers. I think my dash was, what time? 6:30 to 8. So I still got about 30 more minutes. I don't know if it's this car or the fact that I haven't driven a car in a month. But my back, my hip, I don't know. Everything is seems to be falling apart after getting back here. Part of it, I seriously believe that the food here is horrible for you. I saw an article when we were in Portugal that of all of Europe, only 10% of all the groceries sold in Europe, Portugal households purchased about 10% of highly processed foods, and every other country was, you know, far beyond that number, and truly probably not that far beyond. I mean, it was you know, 40 anywhere. You know, you would see like Portugal, Greece, I can't remember the other ones. They seem to be down towards the southern part of Europe. But not a lot of high processed foods, and some of the highest ones were like further up north, like maybe Finland or Switzerland or someplace where it was like 45%. And I was like, sheesh, I wonder what it is in the United States. It's probably like 60 or 70% of high processed foods that just is made to get us all overweight and obese and stuff like that. So I felt like I ate pretty good when I was over there, and even eating, like I'm not allergic to whatever bread or whatever they call that stuff, flour and all that. But I hear a lot of people that that are gluten-free, and they go over there and they don't have any problems eating bread. And and it's funny because we went every 2 or 3 days. We would go to this little bakery across, well, it was kind of down the street, across the street, and they had these little tiny, I don't know, they were maybe 6 inches long croissants, but they had drizzled with chocolate or dipped one end in some salted caramel chocolate or some pistachio chocolate stuff or whatever. I don't know what the stuff was, but it was tasty. They had ones that were drizzled with white and dark chocolate, and they called it zebra ones. Oh my goodness, that stuff was good. And yeah, we would go and get an 8-pack of those, and it would last us 4 days because we just had one a day, and for breakfast. And I would eat an orange, and the oranges were really good. I don't know where they came from. I think they came from southern Portugal, but I'm not real sure about that. But man, they were tasty. I could sit there and eat those for breakfast. I need to break down and just get some from here. But I know we would get grapes, and the $13 for 5.4 miles, and this says high paying offer. Your gold status gave you priority. Woo! Well, I can tell you this is my first order that's been above $10 in 2 days of dashing since we've been home. So I will gladly take that, because it more than doubles the orders, the total I have for the 2 orders that I had so far of $12.50. So that should put us over $25. Yay! That might pay for dinner. But yeah, those little croissants were so tasty, so we put together a little Walmart order for this week, and went and picked it up the other day. And lo and behold, they had some chocolate drizzled croissants, and we were just like, oh, we got to try these out. So they had some, I don't know, oh, they had some like cinnamon sugar kind of like, I don't know, basically, cinnamon sugar. But it could have been more like, oh, I don't even know what they're called. But, okay. Sorry. But, so we got a little thing of the cinnamon sugar ones, and then they had some other chocolate ones, drizzled chocolate ones. And let me tell you this, they are such a disappointment. And yeah, I don't know what they did over there, but I don't know. Yeah, those little croissants were very tasty, and less than $1 a piece. Or I don't know if they were or not. They were in euro. They were less than €1 a piece. So I think that the euro is worth a little bit more than $1. So anyway, but they were so good, and I just really missed croissants. Oh, that sounded like a curb. Alright, I'm gonna run in here and grab this food, and we'll be right back. Hey, we're back. But I've been on the phone, so we're almost to dropping off the next order, our $13 order, and then we'll see if we get another one before our 8 o'clock party ends. I accepted another dash that goes from 9:30 to 10:30, so I may just have to go home and get some steps in, or go get some food and maybe get some steps in and then go back out at 9:30. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, we're up to $25.50. That order was $13 even, with let's see, $3.25 with a $9.75 tip. So thank you guys very much. Oh, and look at this, back to back, $14.50 for 7.9 miles. We will accept another double-digit order for back-to-back double-digit orders. And it's kind of surprising because, oh no, this is not where I was thinking it was. Where is this place? Okay, I know what this is. I was thinking it was somewhere else, but an Asian place. I don't know if they renamed it or what, but it's that Sakura place over there.
Sakarakahara.
Yeah.
What are those people there?
I don't know. So anyway, we got one more order in, and then we'll see if they drop us like a hot potato. But that's probably okay, because I'm getting freaking hungry. So we've got to go cross the freeway, make a loop, get back on the access road on the other direction, and go pick up some Asian food. Trying to think about what else we ate in Portugal that we just ate all the time. We got these big old grapes there too, the green grapes, and it's interesting that seemingly anyway in the States you don't get too many seeded grapes. Well, I got a big old thing of like the purple, not deep dark purple, kind of like the middle purple, and they had a bunch of seeds in them, so I had to eat all those. And then the green grapes were just huge, but I don't know, they could have been from Chile or something, but they were tasty is all I know. So we ate a lot of grapes. We didn't eat at home very much like I had anticipated, on trying to not blow out the budget and spend $100 a day on food, but I'm pretty much sure we spent over $100 a day on food. But it was definitely worth it. We croissants and more croissants. Even the bread we got to bring home and make sandwiches out of were croissants. So they were so good. Good night. There's no freaking parking places over here. Alright, I guess I'm getting my steps going to get some Asian food right now. Okay, I will be right back. Alright guys, so this one is 7 miles and 14 minutes. So, another day in the life. But, at least it's double digits. $1 a minute. But it's also going to take 14 minutes to get back too. But I don't know, my dash might be over by the time I drop this off, because it was supposed to end 5 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens with that. And then I'm supposed to have another dash at 9:30, so that's in about an hour and a half. So we'll see. I might have a chance to go get some food. I don't know where I am on my steps. I haven't got very many since I got in the car. I'm at 5,600. So somehow or another I got about 2,000 steps while I've been DoorDashing. Don't know how that happens. So, anyway. So I was talking about more Portuguese food. I was trying to think if I could even make a top 5 list out of Portuguese food. I know I could, but I'm trying to think about, I don't know, half the time I definitely don't know what they called stuff. But I did have some interesting things. When I was there, some of it was interesting to where it wasn't very good. Some of it was interesting and it was like, okay, I'm glad I ate that, but I probably won't eat it again unless I'm like starving. They so one of the grossest things I had was, I just thought it was like a kolache, but it was more like a kolache, and the sausage was made out of potted meat. So I'm just going to tell you that was somewhat disgusting. And I got that at the airport when we were leaving the other day, and I was like, ugh, that is not good. That is not good. Why would they serve that? But anyway, so I had that. I don't know what it was called. It looked good on the shelf, but it also looked like it was a solid piece of sausage. No, I'm saying. And I missed my turn. I don't even know what I'm doing. This is the problem with rambling while you're dashing, is that I missed my turn, and I probably missed my turn by a good mile. Because I turned the speaker off so I don't have to listen to her telling me where to go. And turns out it's probably a good thing. So we're gonna get back in some neighborhoods and cut back over that way. But yeah, so that stuff was pretty disgusting. I had 2 different times I got sardines, and both times it was pretty good. So it seemed kind of disgusting, but I knew going over there that I was like, I'm gonna have sardines. Well, one time, the first order I had of sardines was just straight up a plate of grilled sardines, and I'm sure, I don't even remember what the sides were, but grilled sardines. Now here's the deal, grilled sardines, that don't sound that bad, right? And it wasn't bad. It tasted good, but the problem is they have a lot of bones, and they don't bother taking bones out of any fish over there. You eat everything. You don't eat the bones, but you eat. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, and that's probably why they have 3-hour meals, because they're picking through the bones. It was interesting, and I asked the waiter if I did a good job, and he was like, yeah, you did a good job, there's no meat left. And I'm like, alrighty then. It was sometimes I was just kind of like, do I pick it up, do I leave it, try to eat it with a fork and a knife? And so I tried to be civilized and eat with a fork and a knife. I mean, I couldn't pick up fish with bones in it and just try to eat it. It probably would have been easier than trying to get that meat off of the fish bones. It wasn't that easy. But the fish tasted pretty good, surprisingly. I don't know, not even surprisingly, it was good. And a second time I had sardines was a can of spicy sardines from one of those tourist sardine shops they have over, I don't know, obviously, I'm saying obviously like people know that that's what they have over there, but I didn't know this until I got over there. They have these huge shops with wall-to-wall canned sardines, and they're really fancy looking, and they had sardines with bones in them, sardines with all kinds of different flavors. They had cans of all kinds of fish. One of the national treasures of Portugal is octopus. And I saw it a few times walking, because they had restaurants everywhere, and they're all over the place, and they're all on sitting outside the restaurant. And so when you walk by, you see these big old octopus legs going everywhere on somebody's plate, and I'm like, I can't handle that. That was where I was like, nope, not gonna try that one. We did have one little plate of a octopus salad. So basically it was little chopped up pieces of octopus, and it was served cold, and it was kind of like in some oil, and maybe, I don't know if it had other stuff in that thing, but yeah, it was not good at all. It wasn't as bad as the potted meat stuff, but it was right up there, pretty close. As far as other things that I ate that I didn't like, I don't remember too many things that I didn't like over there. So that octopus and that little potted meat, kalachi, those things were things that I didn't. The sardines in the can, they weren't spicy like the can said they were spicy, but also they didn't have the bones in them, and we just ate it on some little toast or whatever, and it was all right. You know, I think it took on the flavor of whatever they put in there with the oil and things, so it wasn't bad. It was it would have made a you know, like, it would keep someone from starving to death, let's put it that way. So that was good. You know, the sardines were okay. I probably won't ever get them again, but I'm glad that I got them. Other than that, they have this chicken that they made, and I kept reading about it and I was like, I want to get peri-peri chicken. And I found one restaurant, and I ordered it, and that stuff was spicy. I'm like, what the heck what are you putting on this chicken? Oh my goodness. But I sat there and ate it all. I'm pretty sure I went through a couple of their cloth and napkins. Not from the greasiness or whatever on my hands, because my nose was running like crazy after eating that stuff. But it was good. There's a couple other things that I really enjoyed there. They make this soup, and I don't even remember what all's in it, but man, they have some kind of soup, and it's kind of green. I don't know what's in it. It was good though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, we had this one dish that was I don't know what it was called, but it was basically a big old pot of rice, and it may have had some other things in the rice, like shrimp, but it also had these huge prawns sticking out at the top, and they are full on prawns with no prawns. I don't know if prawns are real prawns or they're just humongous shrimp, but at the end, they still had all their shell on them. They had the full head on them and everything, and they were probably about this long, which is probably a good 7 to 10 inches long, sticking out of this bowl of rice. And that rice with all the shrimp in there and all that was really tasty. Really tasty. I can't think but those prawns were very hard to eat, and especially without using your fingers, you know. So I think I did dive in with my fingers on those bad boys. But anyway, one of the last dinners we had was it had, I don't know what they called it, but it was basically like a bean soup, a hearty bean soup. I felt like it was a comfort food, but it had shrimp and had one big prawn sitting on top of it. But it was pretty tasty. That green soup we had was really good. I wish I knew how to make it, because I promise you, the very first place I went to, I think they make it different at different places. It had like almost like a tomato, not a tomato, but a potato soup kind of base to it. It was good. I don't know what it was. It was green in there, but they add a lot of olive oil to things too. But very tasty. We went to probably our favorite restaurant that we went to the whole time was a Peruvian from South America restaurant, and I can't even tell you what we got, but we got some kind of, I think we both got different kinds of pasta, but mine had steak on it, and I'm not sure what, hers might have had pork or something like that, but oh my goodness, that stuff was good. And the appetizers were so good, the drinks were good, and I'm gonna tell you that I never had so much sangria in my whole life, because they make a lot of sangria over there. So just saying, it was tasty. The battery's dead. I think I've been down this road one time before, delivering, maybe.
Yeah.
We're out in the boonies, kinda, on a gravel road. We don't get a lot of gravel roads anymore. When I was growing up, I lived on plenty of gravel roads. What I never could understand is those people that were so backwoods that they could walk down the gravel road barefoot. And I'm like, nope, I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh. Well, I'll be interested to see how our speakerphone holds up. I kind of wish it would put a little, if I could get some kind of thing on the phone to show like your voice going up and down, just so I would know that the phone is recording or receiving the sound. So I'm gonna be disappointed if I get back home and I got a whole 2 hours of video with no sound.
Check. Like, you can't check while you're recording, I don't think, but you can check beforehand and afterhand if you wanted to, or like while you're on a break.
Yeah.
Go in there and I mean, you could look at that video and do a quick video, or you can go in the voice memos and it'll show you like the voice moving up and down.
Alright, okay, looks like we're turning here. Okay. was I saw a horse up here.
A horse?
I'm hoping it's in a gate, in a fence.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like a fence made out of rope. Maybe it's some kind of loose wire.
2 horse.
Is there 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just gotta know, where the heck is the house at? The directions no longer work. Oh, they're standing out there waiting for this food. And here's hoping these dogs don't attack me. Surely they won't over some sushi.
Dude, that dog right out in front of you.
I know.
They're just walking right out in front of you.
Don't worry about the dog.
Alright.
Good. Since you got bologna around your neck, you're not going to do nothing to it.
You doing alright?
I've had better days. Go away, Ziba. Appreciate you.
Thanks. No problem, dude. Have a good one. Enjoy.
Pull up right there and bag it out.
Alright. Appreciate you. I've had better days. Alright. I don't know. I guess I didn't pause it while I got out because the dude was standing there. So, anyway, I asked him how he was doing. He just said, I've had better days. Don't worry about those dogs. If you had bologna around your neck, they wouldn't bother you. I was like, alright. Alright. Okay. Continue. Handed the order to the customer. Complete the delivery. And this dash so far, $40 even, and it kicked me out. But there is a dash now button, of which there's no places that we're going to get dashes out here. So I think I'm just gonna wait till the 9:30 one because I gotta get some food, and I think the kid here is ready to get out the car. Here's where I wish I had a backup camera. He was like, just turn around here in this 3-foot wide driveway. Okay. So, okay. Alright, so just to go over what we've done so far is we have got our orders up to 14, so that's good. We have earnings tonight so far of a whopping, well, I can't tell you what, I just read it a minute ago, $40
Oh, nice.
on 4 deliveries, so $10 per delivery. I do like it when I get $4 or $10 per delivery. Is always a good, I think it's a good sign. Oh Lord, I gotta figure out how to get out of this place. So, and I had a couple of people add on extra, well, did I have, maybe I only had one person add on an extra tip tonight. But every little bit helps. So 2 hours and 4 minutes. And I probably got a good 20-minute drive to get back into town. Maybe not 20 minutes, but something like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and if we do another one, it'll be a shortened version of Dashing in the Dark, or it could be long if they let me go later. So just see what happens. So be sure to, this is why I always cringed when I hear everybody do it, and I'm saying it now, but be sure and hit that subscribe button. Throw us a like, comments help as well. Love to hear some feedback from anybody on any thing that we talked about tonight. You know, we had such a wide array of topics to talk about. So anyway, appreciate it. Have a good evening. Bye.